Yo, what up, guys? How's it going? So, back for another deep philosophical tangent over videos of me working out. But I'm here to talk about New Year's resolutions. First off, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate in the month of December. But we are moving on to the new year, 2025. A lot of people are pretty demoralized about it, and some of us are, hey, it's been a rough few years, but we're just trying our best at this moment. And you know what? A lot of us are struggling, and I think it's completely okay. And that's why I always say it doesn't cost anything to be kind. Life's hard enough as it is. And it's even worse when people kind of seem at each other, and I've seen that over the years. Like, it's easier said than done. But people definitely have been on a bit of an anger streak. Now, I don't have the overall cure to such a thing. I think that's a collective effort. But what I can do is talk about the New Year's resolutions that maybe people are making because they're trying to turn their life around or they're trying to better themselves, because that's the audience that I want to go after and reach out to, because a lot of these black pill people who say it's hopeless, there's no hope, I really try not to go there. Like I said, I'm more of a gray pillar. There's bad stuff out there, but we got to find the light and we got to be the change we want to see. But I am going to say what needs to be said about New Year's resolutions, because I do want to see people with goals or ambitions reach for those and achieve them and make their quality of life better and their overall happiness a better scenario. And the harsh truth that needs to be said, if you have to set a New Year's resolution, you're probably not going to get anything done. I could be wrong, I really don't know, but for the most part, and this is just the rule that I've seen, whenever someone has to assign a time or they have to assign a starting date to whatever project it is they're working on, they always tend to either push it back or never follow up on it. It just kind of seems like there's something subconsciously going on with people who start like, oh, I'll start this on Monday, or the diet starts next week. That exercise program I wanted to put together, I'll do it tomorrow. There's an old satire video that I used to watch that was about a person who starts their New Year's resolution of working out on January 2nd, and then on January 3rd, they just go back to bed and say, you know what, I'm done with this. And I'm not against a good pep talk, but sometimes when you need to pep talk yourself for every single thing that you do, I think that is a sign that, you're probably not going to follow through. Obviously, to every rule, there are exceptions, so I'm not saying that everybody's going to fail who says, I want to start something this year. But, it's always like, if I want to do something next week or next month, or we're going to do our homework at 4, I'm going to play Call of Duty from 3 to 3:30, and then I'm going to prep and make a snack, and I'm going to get to it at 4. Trust me, and that person's doing their homework at 5. It's procrastination, and procrastination is a really bad habit to break. It's very easy to pick up, and it's very hard to break. Now, obviously, if someone says, I'm going to start something ASAP, I have a very strong feeling that person is the one that's going to get stuff done. So that's where I'm segueing into where I'm going with all this. What's the solution to the problem that I'm seeing with New Year's resolutions? Don't make it a New Year's resolution. Make it an ASAP resolution, an ASAP change that you're going to make to your life. For example, I was brushing my teeth and I have switched dentists, and I have been trying to take as much oral care into my own hands. And then I realized one of my teeth has some slight decay on it. Now, it's not an emergency situation, obviously, but I'm not going to say I'm starting this dental hygiene thing on Monday. I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to start this today, because the sooner I get to it, the sooner I pick up this habit, the sooner it gets done. So I guess you could say, make it a December 29th resolution if you find out what your resolution is going to be on the 29th. Just start right now, and it always doesn't have to be a New Year's thing. It could be at any point in the year you want to turn something around and say, you know what? I'm going to do something new this year or this month starting now. And I'm not going to put a deadline to when I do. I'm not going to hype myself up for months on end before I get to it, only to stop 2 days in. because we always live in a world where promises are made and rarely kept. And it's tragic when we start to do it to ourselves. So don't even make a promise to yourself that you're going to start something. Just start that thing that you're doing and try, because the sooner you do, the sooner you know if you're going to succeed at it. I just think that sometimes it's also our fear of failure that wants us to start times and what time we're going to start it, what day we're going to start it. We have to know by trying, and the sooner we try, the sooner we're going to figure out. And if we fail, then we dust ourselves off and move on to the next thing, or we could even try that thing again. But that's my little tangent on New Year's resolutions. I hope you guys, whatever change you guys are making to your life, you do it right now. The sooner you start, the better. And then the sooner you get to see it through to the end and see how it works out for you. Don't be afraid of failure, because every failure is going to push you in the direction of where you need to be to succeed. So, peace out. See you later, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy New Year.